my camera?
Does anyone know how to change the camera? I like look opposite everybody.
Do you mean that you'd want to flip the way that your camera is looking, or?
No, it's like, it looks like I'm headed the different direction than everybody else.
That's about my camera. I don't know.
That's everybody.
Okay, so even though you look different, I look different to me. Does that make sense? Or no?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
There is a setting to mirror your video or not mirror your video.
Okay.
If you'd like to. So in the start video, there's that little arrow pointing up, and then you press on that, and then under video settings, there is a section in the settings called video.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a check and it says mirror your video or not mirror your video. I'm not sure how that will affect how you see or relate to Menka or an instructor, but you can mirror your video.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, of course.
It is your rehearsal time, ladies. So if you want to run it again or go over something.
One more time.
Okay. One more time?
Yeah.
At least one more time, because I don't remember a lot.
Yeah. In one part, and it's hard to see from far away. Is anyone doing it like really well that we can pin them? No, Kim? No? Okay.
Play the video.
Oh, you can always see the whole body. That's why I like to have her on.
If you want to look or try running this with music as it's happening, I could try to find an old recording of the piece. So I could, if you want me to play. Yeah, okay. Do you want me to play the music so you guys could go through the piece one more time?
Yes, please.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and music go. All right, I'm getting this video up. Just one moment. Okay, I believe this recording is has the entire piece. It was the last rehearsal, I believe, that you had with Mr. Eek.
It's going. Yes. Okay. Good. You see that? There's a definite, I see something.
Oh.
I'm look.
So sorry.
Rahila, I just emailed the one of Derek doing it, so it doesn't have him like talking over it or anything.
That's great. Yeah, let me pull that up. Thank you.
With him and the other girl and the girl with the braids.
Yes.
I have to download the video, Sam, before we can watch it. So hang tight. It says that it should be available in a few seconds, just to let y'all know. All right, here's the video. Y'all ready?
It's in slow motion. Says my internet is unstable.
Would you like to see that one more time?
Yeah, there's no sound, right?
Oh, sorry. Let's try that again.
Yeah, no sound.
I get sound.
And
There you go.
slow motion too.
It's in slow motion.
It's not, no, it's not gonna go in slow motion.
Oh, not on yours?
No, it's not in slow motion.
Must be my computer then.
Sometimes if you mute your video while you're watching someone on the shared screen, the internet or the video works at the regular speed. Yeah, maybe give that a shot. All right. I'll play the video again with you.
Can you play that again?
Thank you. That was helpful.
Of course. Great job, you guys.
Some work to do. I need to review that one. Hi,
Ah, there he is.
Peace and joy, everyone. Thank you. Telling you. Thank you for your understanding and patience. I'm telling you, I think I jinxed myself. I was 3 minutes that my drive was 3 minutes in waiting, and then my driver canceled.
Aw.
It's like, no. I just started laughing because I was saying last week how I was like, there's always something. There's always something. So thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. So let us jump right in and let us review the movements. We will review the 6 rituals in its entirety, and then we'll review the abbreviated version. And then I'm going to show you we have one more ritual symbol to do. And then we'll start piecing some stuff together. Yeah, I was like so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to continue on now. Okay. I was like, nah, I want to have class. So the first one, and I know I need to pin myself. Good, here. So of course, to recap on the first one, we know we go here, like that. And it doesn't matter which for me, whether you're doing your right or your left, that doesn't matter for me. So don't be concerned about that. So you go there, right? And it's right, and then it comes in, and then it switches. So we know we have that one, right? It just goes like that. And it's, to give you a side view. So you inhale when the arms come out, and then you exhale when the arms come in. So it just has that contraction, and then release and contract as you come through. Release and contract. So that's the first one. And we're just gonna call that in, right? Just keep the word simple. So that's the in. Then of course we have the direction. I'm gonna change that about now. I went like this, and then I went here, and then we went that way. It's just gonna come from the center. So it'll come in, and you'll go like that, right? And you'll pull in, so it'll come from here, and then it'll just switch. So that's the second one, direction in its full version. So it goes like this, and then like that, and you just keep flipping it. So it comes in, and you look straight out right. In and show. That's the second one, in. And then for the third one, trust and obey. So I changed this just a bit. So of course the arms will still come up, and then just go like that, and then come in. That's it. That's for the third one. So it'll come up, that's the full version, and then collapse it in. Lift up, open it, and boom, right? So trust and obey. Trust and obey. Trust and obey. Trust and obey. Yes. Then for the fourth one, the transcend. Ooh. What was that? Y'all got your front. Thank you. Thank you, Hyper. I was like, oh my God, right? So of course here, here, here. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. But here, 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 and then it comes out. Palms are up. That way, boom. This is the full version. And then contract right? And shunk. And it doesn't matter whether it's right over left or left over right. That doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so no, it's here, right? Here, here, and then shunk. Right, shunk. Ha, ya, ah, shunk, ah, shunk. That's that one. That's the transcend. Wash, I'm going to abbreviate that as well. So I know we did this and this, and so you just, all you're gonna do, you're just gonna go like this, 1, 2, and then wash. That's the full version. So it's just shoulders, shoulders, and wash. Shoulders, shoulders, and wash. Shoulders, shoulders, and wash. Shoulders, shoulders, and wash. That's that one. And this full version. And then the last one, forward thinking, right? So we're scribing, whichever hand is best for you, right? Boom, and then shh, right? And you can angle that, doesn't matter, boom, and then scribe, scribe, and shh. Those are the 6. The 7th one, okay, so the hands are cupped like so, like Graham, like Graham hands. And so it goes like this. It comes here, boom, 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 boom. Like that. So it comes like this, shoom, 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 shoom. Right, bills, 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 bills. Right, and then it comes in, shoom. And the hands stay exactly, the hands stay like that. So it just bills, shoom, shoom. Right, just give it so here. And then it comes in, right? So it builds slow. Right? And in. Yeah. So those are the 7, right? So in its entirety, the abbreviated version, just to recap, we know for 1, we just go right away. We go right away, whichever works best for you. That's the one. This is the abbreviated version. Then number 2, whichever side, doesn't matter. You just go straight away. Number 3, you just come up. Right, and when you come up, you can keep the hands natural, right? So it's like trusting. So that's number 3. Number 4 is just the wash. I'm sorry, just go to the wash that way. I'm sorry, I'm lying. You could pick whichever one. So whichever you decide, whether you want to do your mouth, your eyes, or your ears, that's up to you. Okay, so you just go right away to that. Number 4, then you just do the wash. Just do the wash. Okay, sorry, number 5, wash. And then for the number 6, we do the whole thing, scribe and go out, because it's so short. Scribe and go out, scribe and go out. And number 7, you'll just go that way. Right, just for number 7. Okay, so let me just see you all, and let's just do, this is the full version. So let me just see number 1 of the full version that's going in. Let me just see that. And you just go on your own time. I'm gonna just tell you to go, and you just go, show. Okay, and here we go, beautiful people. And number 1, go. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. So this is the full version, right? So yes, you want to make sure you get that contraction in when you finish that full version. For the full version, do that contraction, yes. And number 2, the full version of number 2. So we have here, and then it goes out. And number 2, the direction. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes. And number 3, the full version of trust and obey. Ha, ha, and in. And go ahead. Yes. Right.
What was it? Huh?
Yes. 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 Beautiful. And then we have transcend. The speak, the hear, the see, and then boom, out and out. Yes. The boom, the boom, the boom, ba, dee dee ya, dee dee ya. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. And then we have wash, shoulders, shoulders, and then wash. Yes. Yes. And then the last one, forward thinking. Yes. Yep. Okay, now we're going to go to the abbreviated version of all of them. The only one that stays the same is the 4. Thank you, number 7. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Number 7, the full version. Number 7. Yes. So that number 7, Right, so it starts off slow, and then as you go, as it ascends, it builds. Then it breaks and comes in. Yes. Yes. Good, Phyllis, yes. Now the abbreviated versions for all of them. So number 1, we just go right away. And then number 2, shoop. Number 3, shoop. Number 4, transcend, right, whatever that is for you. Number 5, wash. Number 6, forward thinking. And number 7, shoop. Yeah. When you do the number 7, we gotta see the 2 axes, so it goes shoop, shoop. So it's very staccato, the number 7, shoop, shoop. And again, it doesn't matter if it's right over left, left over right. It doesn't bother me, because you might change it or keep it the same. It doesn't matter. So it's up to you, left over top or right over top. Okay, so that's the abbreviated version. Okay, so what we'll backtrack, but I'm going to tell you what the outline of it is, because after we finished class, I was so inspired last class that everything just came to me. So the whole layout just spoke to me. So I'm gonna tell you what the layout is. So the first time we do it, you do 6 of the symbols. We do 6 of the symbols. So we end with the scribe. That's the 6th one. Then of course we slowly go towards the camera. Then we're going to pull away. Then the next thing is, I call it the fight, which we'll work on, okay? Because I want us to use our own space, and we'll figure that out, what that is individually for each of us, what that is for us. Then after that, in the music, then we do each symbol, but now we do the long version for each one. So the first time we kept doing the abbreviated ones, but now there's a rhythm, and there are 8 rhythms, and 7 of those you do each of the symbols in their full version. Then after that, we go back to the abbreviated version, but now it's staccato. So each piano key has a movement, and we'll go through that. Then after that, this is the awesome part. I actually thought of you, Piper. I don't know why you came to my mind when I thought of you on this one. So what's going to happen is we're going to have and I figure out my art head in here. If if I want everybody to like, you're gonna have a piece of paper. I don't know if it wants to be a piece of paper or a piece of thick cardboard. It's gonna be white, and a marker, like, you know, a thick, you know, permanent marker. And so there's gonna be a moment you're going to write connection over capital. That's what you're gonna write. You're gonna write connection over capital. Then once you finish writing connection over capital, you're gonna take it and you're gonna put it towards your screen so that's all that everybody sees. And that's how the piece ends. Connection over capital, baby, okay? Connection over capital, that's how the piece ends, like that.
Are we supposed to be doing this piece online?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we will. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Okay. So that's the outline in its entirety. Okay. Let us start from the beginning. Okay. And we do we do the abbreviated version. So you go through all 6 of them. And each time you go, it gets bigger. So you start small and it's your own timing. Just remember, it's your own timing. And then after the 5th one, you'll hear a cue in the music, which we'll go over, and then you go to this. Then of course, that's when we slowly come forward as we come through, right? And then we go towards the camera like that, and then we pull back, that way. So let's just go bit by bit. Yes, go ahead, Anne-Marie. Go ahead, love. Yes.
Did we do all 7 the first time?
No, not all 7, just all 6.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me get the music prepared. Candela. Oh, there you are. I'm just doing a sound check. Everyone hears that? Okay, beautiful. Okay, just remember, so we have 5 of those, right? In that cue, boom, boom, boom. And it's up to you how you want to do it, fast or slow, but just make sure you do all 6. Okay. Here we go. Stand by. And I really want you to, you know, yes, this movement, but personalize it, just what your experience was, you know, when the pandemic first hit. How are you feeling then? In the midst of it, how are you feeling now? Just really personalize, you know, all these moments, you know, the end, the direction, the wash, the this, the transcend, the forward thinking, all of that in your own space. Here we go, loves. Stand by. Stop for a second. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. This is very important. So make sure, I don't know if Sam, you could do this on your end. I want to make sure that whenever we start, we're in gallery view. I think it's so important for you all just to see the boxes of each other. Yeah, so make sure you're in gallery view to see everybody else. I really want you to feel that component. So take me away from being the biggest person on your screen. Yes.
Brenda, you're on mute.
You're muted, baby.
I'm so sorry, Menka. Are we starting up the abbreviated version on each like on each measure of that music here, or everything in that one measure? I'm just not sure.
Everything in that one measure, love.
Oh, okay.
All
got it.
6, yep, in that one measure. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Stand by. My bad. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. And I totally forgot because Sherry, you weren't here last week, correct? Were you? Okay, awesome. I want to make sure I'm doing my part as an educator. I don't want to leave anybody behind. So the first 5 rhythms, it goes boom, 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 boom. And it repeats that 5 times. So all of the 6 abbreviated symbols that you learn, in each measure, you have to do all 6 of them. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's your own timing, right? But it has to fit within that measure. So yeah, so boom, 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 whatever that dun, dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. You know, all 6 of them, yes. So it's the fit inside that. And then as each measure, it crescendos, right? So you start to build. You start off small, and then it builds, and it builds, and it builds, and it builds, and it builds. And then it climaxes, and you go to this. That's the idea. Okay. All right, here we go. Stand by. Good. Over here. Dun, dun, dun. Now, here's the thing, and we'll build this piece by piece. So after we finish here, beautiful people, oh, let me go. Sorry. After we finish our last one, the music, okay, is going. Bum, bum, 3 and 4, and we'll listen to a music appreciation, right? I'm doing 4 beats. And so we have all this time. So from here, we're gonna go like this. Here's if you were encapsulating your own soul. And then on 3 and 4, you walk towards your camera. Then the rhythm is gonna repeat again, right? And then you pull back 1 and 2, you lock it into place. So you're like this, give me a close-up view. And then you go into the 7th symbol here. right? And you just keep doing that until I'll let you know what the accent is after that. So let's just go through mechanics again. So we finish out here. Then it's gonna go like this, like you're encapsulating yourself like that. You'll look down at it. Then you're gonna walk towards your camera, right? Extend your hands out so you're like that. And then you pull back. And as if you were almost in a straitjacket, but your arms go to your side, you lift up like that. And then we do number 7, the 7th symbol. And you just keep repeating that, right? Until whatever the next accent is. Whatever that last accent is, wherever you're at, you'll just hold it there. So if you finish here, if you finish up there, you just hold it there and you'll come out of that. So let's do a music appreciation and hear it and ask away. Ask away, please ask. I want everybody to feel comfortable and know. So let's do a music appreciation so you can hear what I'm hearing. That da, da, 3, 4, then it repeats again. Here we go. I'm gonna just go back just a little bit where we just finished our symbols. Let me look at that the chat message. Somebody made it. So maybe you can offer an example of how to manage the musical phrases with music. Yes. Okay. Absolutely. So right after you finish the boom, 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 then it goes right into the 1, 2, 3, 4, then it repeats again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we just finished here, beautiful ladies, on here, on 1 and 2, you go 1, 2, encapsulate. Now you're walking to your screen on 3, 4. 3, yes, yes, bet, and 4. Then the next 4, walk away. 1, and then 2, straight jacket. 7th symbol, 3, D, 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 D. 4, D, 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 D. That's how that goes. And you, yup. Yes. Yes, yes, Piper.
When your arms go up, are they still doing this?
They are still doing that, right? Until you can't anymore. So there's a, you go D, 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 and then that's the feel. Does that help? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's almost like you're climbing to the top of your thing.
Exactly.
To your boundary, and you're like, oh my God.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly the feel. That's exactly it. Right? Yeah, so one more time. Okay, so you're here. You have that 1, 2, walk to your screen, 3, 4, then you pull back, 1, straight jacket, 2, symbol 7, 3, 4, shoot, shoot, shoot. Right. So let's listen to that again now that we're a bit clearer, right? Yes, but absolutely, absolutely. You know how I work, love. Says Chicago, 45 degrees. Let's listen to it again. Yup, that's exactly it. Yep. Okay, if there aren't any questions, I'm gonna keep going forward, but I wanna make sure we do a step-by-step.
Where should your feet be on the last part?
It's up to you, Bet. So
Okay.
wherever on the last part, right? Because you might finish up here, you might finish down here, you might.
But your feet, are you like in first position, second position, or does it matter?
Just a natural, I think just a natural second position, like how my legs are.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep them natural, so. But you can angle it, your body, you might finish there, what have you, have that freedom.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna give an example in my own space of what I want you to do. And this part here, I call it the fight. So I think it's that moment of let me speak for myself. The moment, whenever that was, where I was really frustrated internally with all that was going on. I was just frustrated. Just very frustrated on which mask to use, which is the better mask. There's so many different kinds of masks. Do I do the KN95 or do I do a handkerchief or, so many different versions. So it was that, and then it was a lot, just trying to figure things out, So I want you to use your space, and I'm gonna give a demonstration, my theater essence in me. But if I'm here in my space and I finish the 7th one, right? I might go. I want to use my space. If there was a chair here, I'll use the space, and and if I feel like yelling, I won't yell out loud, but I'll be like, whatever that is. I might grab my pillow. Just want you to use your space. That felt good. That felt good, actually. But to use your space for this next one. Yeah. So that would be that. You use your space. You finish that out, whatever that is for you, right? And then we go into doing the 7 symbols, but now we do them in their entirety for each melody, for each rhythm. Does that make sense to everybody? Let me see everybody. I gotta see. Yeah. So this fight, you use your space. Yes, Anne-Marie.
Like, how long do we freak out?
So we're gonna listen to the music because it's right in the mute. It's all music. Thankfully, the music is not so abstract where it's like this. I don't know where I'm supposed to. It's very basic. So right after we finish the 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, and then 2, and then 3, right, and then 4. Okay. Let's hear. I'm gonna play a little bit back inside of that, and then let's just hear it. and then I'll tell you what I'm hearing. So, let's count this. I'm gonna count it. It'll be easier. Oh, that's good. I think it's an 8 count, y'all. Yep. Okay. So it is an 8 count. So right after you finish, so if you finish, boom, boom, this is the last way, boom, doom. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Before we start to go into our 7 symbols. Right? So we just finished bottom, walk to your camera, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, 4. Then we pull back, 1, 2, straight jacket. And then 3, 7 symbol, D, 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 4, D, 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 bow. And then there's a cute bomb, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. So let's hear that. That's exactly what, let's go ahead and hear that. Go back a bit. I'll just take it from the bottom. All right, okay. Overall, but because I want us to take our time. We're almost done though, but take our time. Is everybody clear? So yes, baby. Go ahead, Kim.
Does it matter how many?
It does not.
We can just do it in any number?
That's correct.
Okay.
Does not matter. So right after you finish here, loves, this here, right, boom, there's a cue in the piano that starts the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let me go back, and what I think will also be helpful, I'm gonna give you what the time is on the track as well. I think that'll help. So when you're listening on your own, so the time It is 1:18. So the timing on the track is 1:18 when you start the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 1:18. Okay. Right, and so then after all of that, let's just go ahead. I want you to hear it. Just do a music appreciation. And you're gonna hear how the next rhythms, they keep repeating themselves. And there's actually 8 of them, but we're gonna do 7 of those with the cymbals. And then on the 8th one, I'll tell you what we do, but let's just hear it. You'll hear how it just keeps repeating. Just keeps repeating. Back a bit. You hear it, you hear that rhythm, how it keeps repeating. Piper, yes.
So each piece is twice.
Not necessarily. It's up to you. It's up to
Okay.
you. Yeah, I don't want to restrict anybody. So if you feel like you just want to go slow for each one, that's up to you. If you feel like you want to go fast inside of that rhythm, but it's one symbol for each one.
Okay.
Yeah. However, if you want to go fast or slow, that's totally up to you. But for each symbol, so you hear how it just, thanks. So you hear how it keeps repeating. So we do 7 of those, 7 of the rhythms, 7 of the symbols, right? And that's up to you how fast or slow. On the 8th one, right, is when we go here almost into a prayer position. So my hands will go like this, and then my hands go here, right? And I'm like that, right, to calm myself down. Okay. Yes, baby.
So, Menka, I just want to understand. So the very beginning, within the first measure, we're doing all of the 6 symbols.
Yes, ma'am.
And then until we take our soul, go to the camera, walk back, and
Yes.
then, right, okay. And then the second one, it's 1 symbol per measure.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
That's exactly it. 1 symbol per measure. Absolutely. That's exactly one symbol per measure. What time is it? 9:43. Okay. Let me push us just a bit, and then we'll go back. So after we finish that, it goes right back to the same rhythm in the very beginning. Bum, 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 bum. The difference is, okay, was just a little challenge, a little fire. The difference is now it's staccato. So we do all 6 rhythms on the piano, on the chord. So the first chord goes by, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we always have a cue. That first chord, we let that go by. That's our chord, our signal to then start the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we do that 3 times, okay? So at least just right now as a practice, I'm just gonna give us I'm just gonna go boom, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Boom, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Boom, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. So we can get used to that. Okay, here we go, please. I'm gonna slow it down just even a bit more, just a bit more. I'll give it 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I'll go boom is our cue. 5, 6, 7, 8, boom. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Boom. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Boom. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Boom. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. Yes. What happens on this one, okay, if we just come out of like, kind of like a prayer position here, it's done in that fashion. So the symbols are done in that fashion as if this was a prayer. You're going through those. So it's very personalized. So even though the movements are very clear on them, but it's really it's not really loud and out, right? It's like when respectfully saying, because we have AirPods and earbuds and people be like, is that person talking to themselves? They're like, yeah, right? So it's very in. On the 6th one, you freeze. So on your scribe on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, until you start again. 1, boom, ba, ba, dee, 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 boom, ba, ba. Boom, dee, 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 boom, ba, dee, 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 da, da. On the last one, on the 3rd time you do it, this one here, when you do the forward thinking, this lingers. This lingers. And this hand that happens here, whichever hand that is, that's where you're gonna go and you're gonna search for your piece of paper or that white piece of block and your thick permanent marker on that last one. You're gonna seek it out, and then that's when we're gonna start to write in the music. Connection, then it's the next meter over, the next meter, capital. Okay. So let us go back. Let us take this from the very beginning. And we'll go all the way through. Yes, love.
Excuse me, it's Joe. It's Joe Bush.
Yes.
So can you show me, so how you say we go down like this? Can you show me how these should look being small? I mean, what do you mean?
For the set when we go after we do the prayer?
Yeah.
Got you. Good question. Let me see myself, make sure I know what I'm doing. So after we finish our prayer, right, we just finished the seventh one, right? And then we finish here. And then here, it's just personal, right? Right? Dun, dun, dun. I gotta remember for myself. Yes. Ha. Shum. Ha. 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 Sorry, nope, it's just 6. So it just stays in, right? It's almost as if you're in one spot, so you can angle it, whether you're here, you might be front, right? But it stays in one spot, right? And you may rock it too, right? So here, shum, shum, right? It's just in, shum, shum, right? Ha, ha. I forget my own choreography. Trust, obey, God, there it is, right? Ha, 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 shum. It's just that. It's almost, Joe, when you're doing it in the very beginning, love, at least that's been your pattern since last week. When you start in the very, very top of it, how you just all personal, that's exactly what it is. Right? So it hits that first one. Remember, like the first 5 rhythms, and then I say it begins to build, but the first time that you do it, you just keep it in. So that's exactly, it just stays in. Stays in.
Menka, what it feels like to me is like isolation. Like when you're isolated by yourself, you just don't move. You kind of just stay in that one place. You're in your one feeling isolated. That's what it felt
Yes, that is it. It's that it's just isolated. Absolutely. You know, and even that feeling of like early on, I think, well, yeah, I don't feel this way anymore. It's kind of, you know, released and things are finally, in one sense, have some sense of control. But even, you know, you're in your own space. You're in your own house, your own apartment, but you're like this, why I feel so confined? I'm in my own place. Like I can move around in my own, but why I feel so confined? Because you feel what the outside is. You know, when you step out, it's like, Kagan, look, you know, and so it's that feel, exactly that. Okay, so let's take this from the top. Let's take it from the top and let's see, you know, to get, is this, yes, it is. Yep. Yep.
Menka,
Yes, love.
if no one else minds, do you mind the transcend? I can't see the movements of your upper arms. You know, after this is
For the next one.
At the end, yes.
Boom. Is this for the abbreviated version or the long one?
So the long one.
The long one. So for trust and obey, it's just here and here.
And then here.
And then
Okay.
you come in.
Thank you.
Ha, ha. That's the trust obey. Yeah. Okay. Let's take it from the top. Take it from the top. Let's rough it out. Okay. Be in gallery view. So you can see each other. And I'm gonna do this too. So I don't forget. I'm trying to catch up to Anne Marie. She was over there doing cartwheels and somersaults, and I was like, oh, she's really going in over there. I need to step my game up. And be careful, I want to knock my mirror down that's behind me though. Here we go. Stand by. Okay, so let's just recap. So we know we have the very beginning, we have 5 rhythms, we do the 6 symbols, and it's a progression, it keeps progressing. Then after that, we have the 4 rhythms, right? And that's us from here, then going here, going towards our screen, then pulling back, straight jacket, right? 7th symbol. Then after that, we have our fight, 8 counts, right? Using your space, using your personal space, 8 counts, right? Then after that, we go into the 7 symbols, right? The long version. So boom, right? And again, that's up to you, how fast or slow you want to do it. Then of course, boom, shoom, right? And then of course, ha, shoom, right? Trust and obey, right? Transcend, here, shoom, right? Then wash, ha, right? Ha, shoom. Forward thinking, scribe, shoom, scribe, shoom. The last one, I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call this. Piper, you might know. You were onto something. What do you think?
It's like climbing out of it.
Okay. The climb. Let's call it the climb. Okay, the climb. Right? That's number 7. We finish that. And then from there, we go back to boom, 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 boom. Now let me be clear. Let me fine tune this. Even though it does not have to go on the chord, right? I don't want to do that. It doesn't have to go on the chord, but just make it staccato. Okay, so you finish whatever you can finish inside of that, but it's, yes, exactly, but just make it staccato. So it could still be your own timing, but it's staccato now. It's not like before how it was earlier where it's more, it's more languid and all that kind of stuff. So even if you just do 3, but it has to be staccato. You might finish there, right? Okay. Yes, we have to practice. And then of course, after that, then we go to our paper and our writing tool, connection over capital, and then boom. Yes, right. Before that's right here. Make sure on the last one here, we go to our prayer. Then we do the staccato, your own, whatever that is, okay? And then the last one, right, that's when you search for your pen or marker, paper, boom, write out, and then towards the screen. Yes. So we just keep practicing. It's good. We're in good space. We're in a good space. Any questions, comments? Yes, Piper.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I noticed when you were doing it with us that for the writing part, it was a repeat of writing. So is that us just writing it during that whole time? Filling up that space, filling up all those phrases?
Yes, filling up that space. Yeah, that's just what my heart felt like. I was like, I'm just gonna write it again. Write it again. Okay. Yeah. Anything else? We'll keep practicing, of course. We're in a good spot, but yeah. Yes. Yes.
My memory serves me by writing the steps down in sequence. So can you run it from, and I know you can do it in like 20 seconds, but can you do that for me just so I can make a note? Because this is my mental block.
Yeah. So so from the top, we have the 5 rhythms. Actually, because I put it on my phone. Let me say what I say exactly in my phone because it was so clear. And oh, you know what I'll do? And also I could type this in the chat as well. Yeah. Hello. Okay. Okay, so this is the first one. Five, and y'all correct me, you know, I'm like, ooh, Menka, no, that's not correct. So 5 rhythms of the 6 symbols. Okay, so we have the first, that's the first thing, the 5 rhythms of the 6 symbols. And then, oops, what did I put here? And let's put, I'll put this down as well, let me be anal. And it's a progression. A progression.
Symbols.
Okay, so it should be a progression. And then,
is anyone saying it? I think you may be sending it to
He
one
hasn't
person.
sent anything yet.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It should be fair. I'm sending it to one person. Sorry. 5, thank you.
I've done that before.
We're like, we're not saying anything when it comes, but we see you typing.
I hear it.
All right, there we go. 5 rhythms of 6 symbols. Thank you, Phyllis. A progression. Okay. Then we go into, y'all can help me out with this. What should we call that? Then we go into
This one we hold.
yeah, hold. So let's do hold. And going towards the camera.
Holding camera.
Yeah. Okay. Then pull away from the camera. One L, Menka. Right, pull away from the camera.
Straight
I really want to call it that.
Told us. That's what you told us.
I did call it that. I don't know if I want to call it that. Is that what I feel?
Yes, that's what you felt.
Thank you. You're like, yes, Becca, that's exactly what you felt. Don't be shy. So straight jacket. That is what I felt. Yes, indeed. Straight jacket.
I'm coming out.
And then 7th symbol, right? The 7th symbol.
Decline.
No.
Fine. Yes.
Decline, yeah.
Into the fight. Yes, the fight. Put and then for 8 counts. Then we go into the 7 symbols in their full form.
For each measure.
For each measure, yes, ma'am. Full form for each measure.
About how long is that?
Let's say that again, Anne-Marie.
About how long is that?
Which part?
The full form. Is that like a few phrases?
Oh, you mean for each measure?
Yeah, like how long is that total section, the full form to do that? Like to do all 7, how long do we have about? Ish.
Let me see. Let me look at the music. It starts at 125. So it stops at 226.
Okay.
So for that space, it starts at 125 and it stops at 226. And there are 8 measures. And so out of those 8 measures, 7 of them are for the 7 symbols. And on the 8th measure, that's for the prayer. Yes. And then it returns to how we started in the very beginning, but now it's only 3 rhythms of the 6 symbols. And staccato. And what my heart will do from now until next Tuesday, and I have this, and so, might as well take advantage of using this virtual. I have it laid